Today is January the 19th, 2017. It's about 2:30 p.m. Here in southeast Missouri, or the Boot Heel. I had to leave Charleston, Missouri just for a little while to come to an open space where I feel peaceful and comfortable to speak. Sometime when I speak the truth and exercise my First and 14th Amendment rights in Charleston, Missouri, those that know me, you know I'm put in handcuffs. They get outstanding warrants for me, you know, etc. But what I want to talk about today, tomorrow will be January the 20th, 2017. And the inauguration would be tomorrow. You have a lot of people that's complaining about the newly elected president. He was voted in legally. Whether you like him or not, you got a right to sit out if you don't want to come. But, you know, being politicians, representing people all across this nation, that don't look too good. But that's your prerogative. Now, when Obama came in, there's people that didn't like Obama. He stayed in for 8 years. I don't have nothing personally against him, but I can assure you in Charleston, Missouri, there was no change for the black community. None whatsoever. With the exception of the blacks that's in power with the Democrats, the white Democrats that run Charleston, Missouri, which are corrupted. Now, they benefited, but the poor black communities didn't. The shooting, the drugs, everything was the same. Matter of fact, they elevated. The same with my hometown, Chicago. Just last year, you had a good 800 murders. The National Guards didn't come in. You can't blame Donald Trump nor the Republicans for that, because Democrats run Chicago, Illinois, just like Democrats run Charleston, Missouri. But my point is today is, you know, Monday, I'm seeing all these people celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. Now, in Charleston, Missouri, let me tell you about Charleston, Missouri. I didn't go to the program that they had at the C.F. Bowen Center in Charleston, Missouri, formerly known as the Lincoln School, where the only place where blacks can go to school until 1961, when a federal lawsuit had to be filed for blacks to be able to go to the Charleston, Missouri consolidated schools where the whites was getting higher education or better education. But they had a program there that the NAACP president, who's been the president this year for 22 years in Charleston, Missouri, the people was talking about the people that spoke at this program that's doing nothing for the community. Now, they would honor drug dealers, gangbangers, and people that's causing corruption and violence in the community in Charleston, Missouri. I don't know how they programs going on in Chicago and in other places, but in Charleston, Missouri, these people that have these programs, all they honor is themselves. The Susanna Wesley Family Learning Center. Do nothing for the communities. The Lincoln University sites in Missouri, especially Sherry Maxwell. Look at these people. Look at the ones that these people is hiring. Drug dealers that carry children around in the vans. A convicted voter frauder that's the director for children's program at Susanna Wesley Family Learning Center. He just been newly elected as a board member for the Nutritious Center in Charleston, Missouri, who feed the disability and the older people. How would you vote him in or even bring him in as a board member when he'd been convicted in 1998 of voter fraud? And then not only a board member, but up under finance. But the federal government's watching it. I know the 33rd Circuit judicial system here in Charleston, Missouri, they're not concerned about it, nor is the state's attorney in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County. They're not concerned about it. Suzanne Wesley's not concerned about it. But all these so-called leaders and these so-called activists is talking about how the newly elected Republican sheriff is not doing a good job here in Charleston, Missouri on the west side. But what about the chief of police whose job it is, Bobby Hearns, supposed to be protecting the west side and the east side? But he not. You know what they're doing? They're spending all that money to have the sheriff to guard one of their, the Suzanne Wesley Family Learning Center's program director while we go to court, because he's supposed to be so afraid of me that the sheriff department has to escort him and the people from Suzanne Wesley into the court. That's what they spending their money on. Me videoing him lying to children on April the 9th, 2016, telling little children in my community that I rape children. Find anything to show me what I raped a child at. But see, this what Suzanne Wesley Learning Center loved. Bobby Hearns, the chief of the police in Charleston, Missouri, he loved, because all them getting that money from Suzanne Wesley. Long as they can shut a mouth like mine up, that's all they want. But they can't. They can incarcerate my body, but they can never incarcerate my mind. I got a First and a 14th Amendment right to expose these people. But this is what I want to really say to y'all. Now, you have to deal with your own community. With my community in Charleston, I'm not a Republican nor a Democrat, but I voted straight Republican because the Democrats have been running Charleston, Missouri for the 21 years I've been living there. And all it's been is corruption in the black community. Same drug dealers, same gangbangers, same corrupted police, same corrupted state's attorney, same corrupted 33rd Circuit judges who's ran by the Suzanne Wesley Family Learning Center. In 2014, the Suzanne Wesley Learning Center, listen to these figures. New sheriff, listen to it. $299,000 for one program alone. That's for the sexual assault thing for the women victim violent victim program. That's 2014. 2015, $486,801 for 2015. Just last year, 2016. $688,000+, a total in 3 years for that one program, not including the money they getting from other places, including from the chief of police. Look in the newspaper, the chief of police giving them checks for what? Open up that 702 Vine Street unoccupied project building that's supposed to be the police department. They getting all that money total up. It's $1,400,000 and some for that one program. Now, look who reaping. Who reaping at the end? That same program director that got me locked up for harassment, for videoing him, for lying on me. Look what he's driving now, a brand new black Dodge truck, Cadillac, and other things. But let me leave you as I came. Watch this here and continue to watch it. Peace be still.